Oh my goodness. Okay. So we're back, and we're going to be talking about reforging and Tradeskill Apprentices. But first, we're going to pick two winners. These were people that asked questions about EQ2 Share and the stuff about Freeport. So we'll have two winners, and we have a cool EQ2 leather keychain, key fob thing, which is pretty awesome. And then we also have this really cool EQ2 polo shirt. So we'll be pulling two names out of there. We've got these done up. So you want to pick two. Okay. The first one is Sinosuke 90. And just make sure that's a little... Okay, we'll do something with that. Okay. All right, and Carla 77. So we'll be getting you your prizes after this, and congratulations. Okay, so, oh man. Okay, so we've got our devs in here, and one of them thinks he's really funny. How about you come on over? All right, so I'm going to have you two introduce yourselves and tell the players a bit about what you guys do here.
Hi, I'm Brian Ferguson, and I've been working on Tradeskill Apprentices and Reforging.
Salim Silius Grant, and I'm the mechanics lead, so I'm kind of over everything he just said.
Okay. So do you want to tell us a little bit about your shirt?
Right for the juggler. My shirt is a Planetside 2 shirt, and it's really comfy, and I'm enjoying it a lot. Let's talk about reforging it, Brian. Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure we have some EQ2 shirts we could get you that are also really comfy.
Yes, but
He likes the defined muscle look.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so we're going to first talk about reforging. What exactly is reforging?
Reforging lets you switch around stats on your items. It lets you switch around one stat. So if you want to specialize your equipment a little bit more for exactly what you're doing, like say you're melee priest and you want more multi-attack on your gear, and your gear doesn't already have multi-attack, you'll be able to do that. Also, a really cool part about the system is you'll be able to add a particle effect to your weapon via a decoration, which is really cool. Our particle effects guy spent a lot of time working on those effects, and the higher tier ones look really sweet.
Okay, cool. How do players get the ability to reforge, and what kind of things do they need to collect for it?
Well, the base reforging system is actually really simple. All you need to do is own Age of Discovery expansion pack and then go to a reforger in either Kinos or Freeport, and they'll be able to move stats around for you. As far as decorations go, you can buy the first tier off of the merchant himself, which is just a simple glow effect that will add to your weapon. And higher tier ones come from, well, you can research a pretty high tier one through Tradeskill Apprentices, and also get different tier ones through adventuring drops.
Okay, cool. And what items are eligible to reforge?
Every slot is eligible to be reforged.
But the item has to be legendary or higher in quality.
Okay. All right, cool. And what types of changes will players be able to make?
Well, they'll be able to move a blue stat to another blue stat, essentially. So you'll be able to, with some restrictions, you can't move potency and crit bonus, but you can move a ton of other stuff, like reuse, multi-attack, DPS mod, the list goes on and on.
Okay. Okay. And we're going to move on to Tradeskill Apprentices, but then we'll take questions on both Reforging and Tradeskill Apprentices, so stay tuned for that. What are the Tradeskill Apprentices?
Tradeskill Apprentices is a partner in crime for you as a trade skiller. You put him in your house, and he researches recipes for you. These recipes make extremely powerful items, and I'm not just saying that. Like, these are top-tier group items, and they're pretty sweet. They take a component from either you can do a daily quest each day that your apprentice gives you, and that will give you a small chance to get this component, or you can have a better chance if you go out and adventure in the world and get these components. It's not really a better chance to get it, it's about the same over time.
Okay. And how will Tradeskillers interact with their apprentices?
Just through a normal hail sequence, you put him in your house and you go up and talk to him, and he should be able to walk you through everything.
Okay, that sounds pretty easy. What sort of items will Tradeskillers be able to make with the help of these apprentices?
Well, it depends on your trade skill class. What we tried to do is spread out the powerful items because these are exceptional items. So we didn't want to leave any trade skiller out. So each trade skill class gets to cover a slot. So I know one thing that carpenters aren't happy about, and we'll get you some furniture in the future, is that carpenters make earrings, and that's out of the norm, but it's something that we felt they needed at first because these items are really sweet and we didn't want to leave carpenters or anyone else out.
Okay, cool. And will players be able to customize their Tradeskill Apprentice?
Thanks for the easy question. Yes, if you get a human or a Coldane Tradeskill Apprentice, you can customize his uniform. We also have an Othmere guy who's pretty awesome. I think he's going to probably be the most popular one. You cannot customize his uniform because that's not how our Othmere are built currently, but you can still customize his name.
Okay, cool. And are there plans to add more Tradeskill Apprentice races?
Absolutely. The reason why we changed up the system from our initial concept of only having one race is because we want to expand this out in the future. We designed this... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Okay, cool. So we definitely want to expand this feature out in the future, include even higher tiers of stuff, like raid level Tradeskill Apprentices that will be acquired through exceptionally difficult means that make exceptional items.
Just to elaborate on what he's saying more, we thought that the notion of the different races contributing to what they could make would be cool, so we want to offer things like finding a Dark Elf Tradeskill Apprentice in Neriak, and that particular male or female character has a story, has something behind them, has a reason why they can make these certain Dark Elf themed things, and that could cascade into stat setups, procs, looks, whatever we can get once we fully spec it out.
Okay, cool. So we're going to open it up to player questions now. So if you have any questions on Reforging or Tradeskill Apprentices, go ahead and get them into us, and we'll answer them live. Looks like some of you guys have already started. Jazlyn asked, will Tradeskill Apprentices have more released recipes over time?
Absolutely. One of the things that I mentioned before, carpenters not getting furniture, I definitely want to address that. And also, whenever we release more races of Tradeskill Apprentices, they will also come with more new recipes. We wouldn't release new Tradeskill Apprentices and have them have the same recipes.
Okay, cool. BizBob asks, will I be a level 90 Tradeskill to Reforge? Oh, do I have to be level 90 Tradeskills to Reforge? And can I sell reforged items?
Currently, right now, when you reforge an item, it attunes it to you, so you cannot sell a reforged item. As far as requiring trade skill level to reforge, not at all. And also, Tradeskill Apprentices, they don't require level 90 trade skill either. You can start at level 10.
Okay. Narati Fist asks, how much will Tradeskill Apprentices cost?
Tradeskill Apprentices, they don't charge you anything. You're actually doing them a favor by letting them stay in your house and giving them some help and teaching them how to be a better crafter. So that's how much they cost. Absolutely nothing monetarily, besides you purchasing Age of Discovery.
Okay, then I have a question based on that. Where do players get their Tradeskill Apprentices from? That was what I just handed you. Oh. Okay, actually, Pretty Pyro asked that.
Tradeskill Apprentices come from the main crafting areas of Kinos or Freeport. So the crafting hub's there, you just go and you should see them.
Okay, Cool. Billy Boy 1975 asks, can apprentices make things for you or just recipes?
Apprentices research recipes for you. They don't currently make anything for you. So, yeah, they just make super powerful recipes that you can then scribe and make super powerful items.
Got an update for you.
Okay. We have a live update from Dave Georgeson.
Oh, yeah, and it's great news, too. No, it's not.
Oh.
Here, I'll just speak into the microphone. We're experiencing some delays on getting some of the account transfer stuff over. I'm speaking Pacific time when I say this, but it's likely to be after lunch before we before everything is unlocked and ready. So it's probably, what time is it now? 10:30. It's probably 2 or 3 hours from now still, but things are progressing the way we expect them to now. We had hitches early on.
All right, thank you.
Sure, Dave. I really like the shirt. Coming from you, that's a compliment.
Oh, man, you guys are going to pay off camera.
All right, we have another 3 questions here. Wicked Clown asks, can we place Tradeskill Apprentices in our guild halls?
I don't think you can currently place them in your guild halls.
Is there going to be a plan to in the future?
That's something we'll likely discuss. Any thoughts, Salim?
It's something that we'll have to explore.
Okay. Vanica75 asks, how many times can an item be reforged?
Only once at a time, but you can reforge an item an unlimited amount of times. You just have to get it restored by the reforger, and then you can go through the reforging process again.
Does it cost to have an item restored?
Yes, it costs a percentage of the reforging cost.
Okay. And Cruelty99 asks, how many stats can you change on one item?
You can change one stat to another stat, but you can move a lot of that stat over. So even though it may seem a little restrictive, you can actually change an item quite significantly.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys very much for your time. We're going to move on to videos next. So we have a few more videos for you guys to watch, and we'll be taking a small break. We'll come back to talk about Freeport art, free to play, and we'll get some random devs in here and ask them a bunch of questions. So stay tuned.
Sony.